dance is allowed to look this damn good. Watch out now. Cause baby, I feel real good and I wish I would. Watch out now.
Wake up! Yep, it's that time again. Vape AM brought to you by Vapers1.com. I'm your host, Anthony Ramella. Well, congratulations to the lucky winner. I hope we get to have another one of these contests really soon because that was a lot of fun last month, but you know, time marches on, so we got to get rolling. Those of you that are in Ohio, before we get rolling here today, if you're between the ages of 18 and 20, you need to stock up now. You've got about a month left until you will be no longer available to purchase vape liquid with nicotine in it in the state of Ohio. So those of you that are out there that are 18 to 20 years old, get into a store, especially if you live in Ohio, or get on that website and order some stuff and really get stocked up because now is the time. It's now or never. All right, guys. Well, we're going to do the same things kind of we do every day, little birthdays, little history, little Wake and Vape news. So happy Monday to everybody. Just got to get this week rolling, and as soon as we get it rolling, it'll be over. All right, so today let's do some birthdays. Got some decent ones for you guys today. Some interesting, kind of all over the place. So Terry Bradshaw's birthday today, Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback from back in the day. Big Super Bowl wins for the Pittsburgh Steelers during that era. And that's kind of when I become a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. That was back in the 70s. So we've got Cat Williams is also today. So he is a comedian. Those of you that don't know who he is, you really need to watch The Pimp Chronicles. That is one of the funniest comedic things I'd ever seen. I didn't know much about Cat Williams before I saw that, and there's a part in there where he does this dance that is just terrible dance studio quality. It is some of the funniest stuff I've ever seen. So happy birthday, Cat Williams. And last but certainly not least, the man, the myth, the legend, Keanu Reeves' birthday is today. So I got to say, guys, what more can you say about this guy? He can do it all, and he's one of the most humble guys, donates a lot of money to charity, just somebody I would really look up to. I wish he was a vapor or our vape spokesperson because I think most of the world would listen to Keanu. But anyway, have a great birthday today, Mr. Reeves. I'm sure that you will. All right. Well, like we talk about every day, one of the things that we're trying to do is up our subscriber count. If I could talk this morning, it was a long weekend. So we want you to like, subscribe, and comment on our episodes. It only takes about 2 or 3 seconds to do that. Like, subscribe, comment. That gets our numbers up so more people get to hear about this news, and maybe we can get more smokers to make the switch over to vaping if they're getting the truth. All right. Well, let's go on to some history. So this history is, I think, poignant is probably the best word I can use. In 1963, Alabama Governor George Wallace prevents oh man, what word am I trying to use here? He prevents people from entering school to segregate the school. So he just didn't want to let black people to come into a white school, and that was a problem. But that was a mindset of a lot of Americans back then. They thought that they were in the right. They thought that was the right way to go. They thought there was something wrong with that situation. And the reason I bring stuff up like this is because it's kind of like vaping. You know, it's change. It's something that a lot of people are going to be against because it's just something new. And as we can see, that was not the right way to go, and we all know what happened to him for his trouble there. But anyway, we've got some Wake and Vape news to get on to this morning, and I'm sure you guys have things to do today, and so do I. So this article kind of struck my fancy here, and I thought it's something we could talk about just to kind of show you guys some of the ridiculous propaganda that's out there. So the title of this article was "Vaping Increases Risk of DNA Mutations, Which Could Lead to Cancer, Study Suggests." There's a lot of things even in that title that I have issue with, like could. I hate that word. This could happen, and this study suggests. I just don't like words like that. So anyway, I'm going to read a little bit this morning what some of the stuff I found in the article, and then we'll talk about it here at the end. So flavored nicotine-infused vaping fluids can convert to harmful carcinogens after heating, study warns. Vaping could cause an increase in mouth cancers, according to a new study which suggests e-cigarettes leads to a buildup of chemicals known to cause harmful DNA mutations. U.S. researchers presented findings from a small yet unpublished trial which showed that after a 15-minute vaping session, 3 chemicals known to be carcinogens increased measurably in saliva. I love all these words like that, like measurably. Well, of course, you can measure just about anything. Most of the trial participants also showed signs of DNA damage caused by one or more of the chemicals, which is produced when glycerin, a common vape fluid ingredient, breaks down in heat. I don't know how much heat they were using for this, but the article doesn't talk about that at all. Just a bunch of scare tactic stuff. E-cigarettes remain substantially safer than conventional cigarettes because they do not contain the host of poisonous substances found in tobacco leaf that coat the throat, mouth, and lungs in tar. All right, well, here's the situation, guys. There are things like formaldehyde. There are things like, different chemicals that you're gonna find that you could measure, but they never say how much. The measuring levels are so low in this that there are a lot of other things that have more of these chemicals in it that we use every day. That white flour, chocolate, baby shampoo, baby formula, all have these things. But this is just another study trying to, make this out to be this huge thing that vaping is so bad for you, and we keep putting cigarettes out of the spotlight. Cigarettes are the thing that is the most dangerous. Cigarettes are the thing that cause all these problems. I just read an article the other day that they were talking about, that we might have the first confirmed death from vaping. Well, what about the 1,300 people that die every day from combustible products? Okay, you have to kind of look at the big picture of this to understand. Now, I don't believe that this death was caused by vaping unless it was some underground THC cartridge that somebody bought that they have no idea, probably didn't even have THC in it. Probably was Spice or K2 or something like that. And these articles infuriate me. I'm hoping that they infuriate you, but this is the kind of propaganda stuff that's out there. And this is the reason why we talk to so many vapors about spreading the word. It's because people are just not getting the truth. They're not even getting close to the truth, and they're gonna have this negative connotation with vaping even when they see you doing it, thinking you're doing something that kills yourself. The more times you can get real articles in front of people from real Harvard studies and New England Journal of Medicine and things like that, they're going to understand that the media is just out there to try and clickbait them into reading an article, where most of them are just going to read the title anyway. All right, guys, that's it for me this morning. I know you got to get on with your day, and like I said, so do I. So, everybody here at Vape AM, vapers1.com, and all of our vapor stores, we always have the same goal. Stop smoking or you're gonna die, all right? So that's it for today. That's a happy Monday, Vape AM. So that means the show's over. So that means I'm gonna see you tomorrow.
Get off the cancer sticks. Vaping flavors is nice, you won't think twice. Get down to vapors quick. If you got a big mod or a tiny wick, get off the cancer sticks. Vaping flavors is nice, you won't think twice.